First stream of the weekend, actually. I just a couple hours ago chased some guests out of my home. So I actually did not have time to play any other Apex this weekend, so this is going to be my first window of Apex. So hopefully I didn't forget how to play since last week. Not like, to be honest, not like I really knew how to play last week either. I think I went 2 and 4 last week, which wasn't great, but I do have a couple adjustments to my box. Let's see here. I've added Bozel, obviously, as I'm sure many people have. After this week, he got his 3-cost skill, so we'll see how that works. I haven't had a chance to really play with it yet. And my Lucretia is 5 stars now. She was pretty good at 4 stars, to be honest, but I'm sure she'll be even better at 5 stars. So who did I boot for Bozel? I kicked out Himiko, who actually did put in some pretty good performances for me in the past couple of weeks. But the other people on the chopping block are like Elwyn, and I kind of want to keep Elwyn in as an option against single target rush teams. He can be pretty good against those. I still am not very good against those personally, but maybe he'll help me be better against them. Who else is kind of on the bubble? As good as Sage is, I'm considering replacing him with another healer, either Licorice for the dark buff, now that Bozel's in the box, or just someone like Liana, who's a good solid healer. So, but this is the box I'm going to stick with for now. We'll just get a couple games in and see how it goes. Like I said, I haven't been playing it all this week because I've been really busy and I've had guests, so this is kind of my first time hopping in the game, so it's going to be... I know a week isn't a long time not to have played, but I feel out of touch with the world. We've got a Yulia here and a Close. We do have Himiko. We have Hein. We have Zerida. So we have the current typical tanks. There is no Lucretia or Kyura, though, so that's interesting. Probably going to look to play AoE against me. I think I'll still stick with Lucretia first. And we'll see what happens. I have an interesting little warm-up game against an interesting atypical box. So that's my other healer down, plus Cherie. Okay, and we have an assassin. First pick assassin, that's interesting. Thanks for the follow, Series of Guns. Probably have to get rid of her. And probably Bozel. Starting to get suspicious of all these, every gun in the alphabet. Not gonna lie. Thoughts on SP Lewin? He doesn't look too promising, to be honest. I mean, ultimately he is an R tier character, so if his SP class brings him up to like SR level stats, eventually they'll get through the alphabet and we won't have to see that Seal Guardian on the screen this whole time. Yeah, I'm just not sure exactly what SP Lewin's kit is supposed to do, you know? He's, I mean, I guess he could be a slight improvement for some PvE stuff, but the type of PvE stuff... I don't really think he wants Hilda, to be honest. The type of PvE stuff that you'd be using him for... is stuff that you will already have cleared in order to get his SP class unlocked. I do like the fact that they are finally giving some love to the R characters. I'd like to see some 3-cost skills. I'd like to see some unique equipment. I mean, ultimately they can't really overcompensate and make the R tier characters too powerful or on par with the other characters just because then everyone would have this huge pool of free characters that could potentially be good, you know what I mean? So I don't see them going too overboard. Probably the SP Lewin caliber of upgrade is what we can expect from the rest of them. This is a very strange pick and ban. Yeah, I do think that of the R tier characters that Jessica is probably the one who should actually get a good SP class and actual good upgrades. Because yeah, she is that ever-present character. But on the other hand, you could argue that they're accomplishing that by giving her ults. So young Jessica, Light of Genesis is kind of the way they went with making or paying attention to real Jessica. So she has a budget option and then like a high tier SSR option. Yeah, Frozen Max, I'm seeing those, and I'm not sure what's going on with that. Potentially something malicious? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know if that's something concerning or not. So Tensei buff will buff these, but these two won't be buffed. These two won't be buffed. She doesn't really need to go the full AoE route, though, to be honest. We've got him for that. But maybe he doesn't need to do it either. Let's just bring a bunch of single target stuff. Oh, I guess the more AoE stuff we have, the more we can deal with Himiko, though. So we do have mass attack, we have black hole. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll start with that. He does have a teleport with Hein. Death is real. Okay, hey, Death is real. That is a scary name, and I am suitably scared. Zerida's going to take a little setup. She's not, though. So he can move 2 blocks and act again. John Lim, how did that happen? Did you just queue in against Mumu every single match? Alright, he's getting Elwyn set up. I don't think she's gonna kill Elwyn. I mean, he'll revive anyway, so there's not much sense. Jess is going to hang back for a minute. I don't like this approaching potential multiple AoE follow-up. Elwyn leading the charge. I'd be okay with if Elwyn charged in next turn. Okay, now Elwyn's revive isn't up. On the off chance that Kyra can kill his first life. Not sure if that's a thing. I have not tested her against Elwyn. I'm on Faceless and not Sorks. That might be a thing that comes into play. Oh, sending Himiko in for the old first turner. Gonna take a first turner. Anyway, let's just see what happens here. Doesn't work, doesn't work. Oh, it does work. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Alright, so we can't really hurt her. Because she'll just teleport back to where she once belonged. But that's better than nothing, I guess. Oh, I'm already there, John Lim. You don't have to worry about that. I've been there all week. I kind of wouldn't mind pushing her back. Might as well do it with Kyra. Now, we'll see if Hein... I mean, I guess she can still hit me with her line attack. That may be enough to kill Kruger. My Kruger is not strong. No, she wanted to run away. That's fair. So she still needs 2 more turns before she has her dodge talent back. Well, now that that steady stream of gunk followers has come to a close, it looks like that was like 30 bots, or 30 alts. All gun letter number. I guess someone tipped off the gun lobby that they needed to support my account for some reason. Okay, so that is Alhazard up and ready, so... That's an interesting place to use it, because if she... Unless she gets teleported. Unless she gets teleported, but I don't think he can teleport right now. Yeah. She can't get teleported. So I just have to stay out of her range. He has turn priority. Deedlit can act again to get in here, but Hilda should tank her. And move him back anyway. Actually, this is probably enough. Yeah. So Deedlit can still get in. Alright, he's going to go back and regroup. That's fair. He did get accelerated aid on Zerda. But I don't think that's going to matter now. Yeah, I mess you up. The idea of paying for robots to follow me on any social media is utterly hilarious. I know someone who's done it, though. I won't name names, but I know someone who bought followers. So Himiko's not dangerous for another 2 turns. Hein is still dangerous. Oh, he is getting a teleport with Zerida. Okay, so he can take his pick between Kyra and Small Jessica, since he'll have turn priority next turn. Yeah, that could be something to do with Gizaroff. He glitched out my last Should You Summon video. I think he was mad that Epsilon's been saying such bad things about him. Alright, take your pick. Who's your Zerida play here? It's gonna be Jess. I don't know how safe or not safe this is. Didn't quite get her, but it does help my health. Hein's kind of out of the action for now. I mean, he still has his move again AoE, but his teleport's down for a minute. Himiko's still possibly a threat, but again, not for the next 2 turns, at least with her 3C and dodge mechanic. So I don't have a good way to sneak in on Himiko either without T-Jess to teleport me in. I used his teleport. And his act again, obviously he can't really move anywhere right now. That breeze is not going to be quite enough to get me in on that Himiko. Looks like he has his teleport back. Yeah, 2 stacks of each for teleport. So he could teleport himself. Himiko's getting ready. Not gonna go with Lucretia's black hole yet. Let's see what he wants to do with these two. Okay, so she does have her dodge back, and she does have her 3C back. Probably will start with this. Actually, maybe I should get Kyura out first. That dude heard us talking about buying followers and he came in here to try to sell some. I'm gonna need some kind of anti-spammer plan. Alright, I think that means she's not guarding now with these tile debuffs. Or she won't be guarding after her next turn. Alright, time to open up. Time to open up with my AoEs. Just enough to hit Himiko twice. Let's see what this'll do. Alright, we got her. Himiko down. So I just have to deal with these two severely injured characters now. Alright, no problem. So GG, death is real. Good opening warm-up match to shake some of the rust off. Not a super effective warm-up match just because of the fact that it was kind of an unorthodox box and an unorthodox ban pick. But at least it got me my weekly crystals. So we might as well just jump into another one and see how it goes. And we'll see if I need to make any changes to my box. If you missed the start of the stream, I've been debating putting another healer back in. To give me some degree of cowardliness to fall back on if ban pick doesn't go well. Which it often doesn't. So we do have So we have Cherie, and Ledden, and Mariel, and Nomi. So this is a glory heavy box. Other than Ledden, we have the typical set of tanks here. For a glory box, it's interesting that we don't have Tiny Jess. I'm trying to think of who the most threatening DPS is. I might just... he has 3 healers plus Mariel. So I don't know about the first ban of Rosenseal either. I think I'll ban Lucretia. It's not his #1 faction, but she's just such a versatile character. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes with a Lucretia ban here. I've been waffling back and forth between banning Lucretia or a similarly positioned DPS or Rosenseal. And I'm not 100% sure which one's most effective for my strategy yet. Rosenseal can be annoying if I have to pivot to AoE, but I don't do it that often and I don't do it that well. So he takes Burn and Kyra, so he doesn't want me to get that Empire buff. He's going to go with Burn. Now, if I do something like that, it's going to be because I'm not picking Hilda. Or I could second pick Hilda, leave these up, and get rid of... Actually, why don't I get rid of healers now to see if I can pressure a healer pick? And I will take Hilda. May end up using Hilda as my Tensei faction buff again. Hilda's not the greatest counterpick into Burn, I will say that much. I'm kind of preemptively picking this so that I have an excuse to leave up some of these physical damage threats. The Elwyn, the Helena, and the Ares. Which of course means that he probably won't pick them, and then Hilda ends up being a dead pick. But it gives me a little bit of choice against to like choose the team I'm going to face. I don't know, it's not the best strategy. I already don't like it. Because I'm essentially picking for a team that's not on the board yet. Alright, he gets rid of my other healer, that's fair. So this is the situation I'm in now. Okay, he's going with Jugler. He hasn't picked healers, but if I ban the rest of his healers, that just gives him another round of DPS. That might be okay. Yeah, that might be okay for now. For now, it's okay. I'm going to want to get rid of Kyra and Nomi and potentially Cherie. Yeah, so he has a guard ignore character. That's good. She can be effective against these. I'll get rid of Ares. I will get rid of Helena now because she's another AoE character. I'm going to try Elwyn here. So I'm going to leave him with another tank, which I don't know. I don't know. We'll try Kruger again. We've gotten Kruger in both games so far. My Kruger is not great. Okay, he went with Leaden. That's interesting. It's probably so he can pull characters. Bring faction buff. She's not going to need that. We'll go full single target for her. So he won't be buffed. And I think I'm going to bring Titans on him. Going to bring Titans on him. Against this team. Although Burn will eat through the Titans. Hopefully that doesn't become a thing. This'll have to do, I think. This'll have to do. I don't like that Kyra there. There's a lot about this I don't like. So she can bypass my tank. Jugler and Leaden can both shut down my tank. And if any one of those things happens, then Elwyn can basically kill whoever he wants, except for maybe these Titans. We'll see how it plays out. I got my one win this week, so if I want to be very unambitious, then I can pretend to settle for that. Another guildmate! Man, this is like my third guildmate that I've faced in the past couple weeks. Don't give me that, Buki. You've got a good team against me. Okay, so we do have a double guard on Leaden, so he's going to get his faction buff from Elwyn. And so she doesn't have a buff. Okay, that looks like it's probably a Swordsmith Jugler, so he won't have the act again from Spirit Boots, most likely. It looks like it's not a Swordsmith Metal Elwyn. Elwyn's not buffed yet, or I would take a stab at this Jugler. Definitely can't do it without buff. Damn, I should have brought Strengthen with someone else. So the reason I'm cursing Burn is so that he'll be less inclined